The Super Bowl is coming up on Sunday. Patriots and Seahawks in the Bay Area. Don't you think it'd be really great if we could actually talk to someone who'd have great insight into the NFL's big season finale? Well, we're in luck. Dean Pease is a two-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots and Ravens, defensive coordinator in the NFL. Among his 50 years coaching football, he's retired, living in Holland. Good to see you, my friend.
Nice to be here. We
met, you were on the staff at University of Toledo years ago, and even though our paths have crossed and uncrossed, still we remember each other very well. It's good to see you back in the area.
Yeah, came here with Nick Saban in 1990 and then stayed on with Coach Pinkel and a lot of stops in between.
And you're a Northwest Ohio guy.
Yeah, I'm from just south of Findlay, a little town called Dunkirk, Ohio.
Hardin Northern?
Hardin Northern High School, yeah. Very good.
And this guy right here is proof that you can start at the high school level and work your way up and get some breaks along the way and have some smarts along the way too, and you wind up being a defensive coordinator in the Super Bowl. That's quite a life you've led.
It is. I was a high school coach, very proud of that fact, and went to Findlay College, coached there, and then Miami of Ohio, been in the MAC quite a bit. And ended up in the NFL for almost 20 years. So
tell me, the coaching staffs for both teams in the Super Bowl, you know them pretty well?
Well, the thing of it is it's going to be fun watching the game because we got defenses on both sides that I know. Of course, Mike Vrabel played for me at New England, and then I went to work for him as defensive coordinator when he was the head coach at Tennessee Titans. And then Mike McDonald, who's the head coach of Seattle, was my linebacker coach at Baltimore. So the systems they're both running are almost identical, and it's the same system that we ran at Baltimore.
Quick off the topic of the Super Bowl, but Bill Belichick did not get inducted in the Hall, or vote in the Hall of Fame last week. There's been a lot of pushback on that. I'm sure you agree that was not the way it should have gone.
I can't imagine what happened there. I just don't really know what the feeling was or why, but I can't imagine. I mean, the guy, I don't know what else the guy can do at the NFL. I mean, other than Vince Lombardi, I mean, there's no other name that you would mention other than Bill Belichick.
You were always a defensive coach. How did you wind up specializing in defense at the very beginning? How did you get into that side of the ball?
Well, really, I came from being a high school head coach, and so my first job was as defensive coordinator at the University of Findlay. And I think it just kind of progressed from there. And then I got an opportunity to be defensive coordinator at Miami of Ohio, Naval Academy, then back to Toledo. It's just, I think once you kind of get pigeonholed a little bit, that's how you end up. But I always had favored defense. Even when I was a high school coach, defense was kind of more my forte.
Even though you've been retired, you still get the NFL teams reaching out to you. I know you're still in contact with a lot of college teams. You've spoken to BG and Toledo over the years. Give me an idea how you're kind of available to help these schools and talk.
Well, the thing of it is I went back in 2024 after I had retired for the third time. I went back as a consultant for the Ravens kind of after their fifth game, and I went back and did that. And then had a couple offers this year to go do some other things, but decided not to. But really been kind of helping the local high school, few of the high schools here in Toledo, and a few of the universities, whether it be BG, Ashland University, Toledo, Findlay. Speaking at a couple clinics here in February, I'm very happy to be part of, and just trying to be of access if anybody wants anything.
Well, yeah, you love the game, and you probably enjoy being back around the environment, but it doesn't mean you have to invest a lot of your time and have to move again.
Yeah, we don't want to go through that. I don't think I want to go through that again. But my wife and I have talked about it, and it was time for us to be done, but still keep my hands in it as much as I can.
Sure. New head coach in Cleveland. I'm a Browns fan. Munkin. Do you know him very well?
Yes.
What's your exposure? And give us some reason for some optimism.
No, a really good offensive coach. Although I think he lost a good coach in Kevin Stefanski too. Be honest with you, but I think Todd Munkin will do a great job. He's really an offensive-minded guy. He'll do a great job. I don't know if Coach Schwartz stayed on as defensive coordinator or not.
Still up in the air.
But he's excellent too if they can keep him around. But he'll do a great job. He will. They got to give him some time.
Oh yeah.
Just quit being
a quarterback.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You need to get. Yeah.
That's a story for a long.
That could be another interview.
So you're going to be watching the game on Sunday. What are you looking for?
Yeah, it'll be a great defensive game. These two defenses will play well. Like I say, they kind of mirror each other, so it's going to be interesting because they both know each other pretty well because they know the scheme, because it's the same scheme. I think whichever quarterback plays best is going to end up with that one. And that's generally the way it is in the NFL.
Fewest mistakes anyway.
Yep.
Dean Pease, thank you so much for being here. Always good to bring you in here and talk to you.
Thank you
about
very
football.
much.